Hang time to Citizen Fantasy Sports Network continues. You know, we're the only show that does a lot of things, but I guarantee you we're the only show in North America that gives you weekly AFL picks. As Myk Aussie joins us, MykAussie.com. Myk, it's always a pleasure. How you doing?
Yeah, great, mate. And we've been on fire, mate. 7-2 against the spread the last 2 weeks. I'm not telling lies. I hate liars. So me, you, and my informant have been on fire lately.
That's right. The tipster back from the homeland has been lighting it up. So we got a couple of games we're going to get to. The big game of the week's already happened. The Bulldogs besieged by injuries this week against North Melbourne. But quickly, you're a Denver Bronco fan. You got your quarterback, Paxton Lynch. You're going to get a Paxton Lynch jersey now, Myk?
No, I don't think so, mate. We'll let him sit for a year. I'm not too fussed. I like Sanchez a bit more than you and a lot of the media guys. I think he's reliable. I think he had some good games last year for the Eagles. Yeah, sure, he throws the occasional interception, but most of them do. But it all came down to money, mate. Look, John Elway, who I trust, didn't want to pay $7 million for Kaepernick or Sam Bradford. I would have personally taken the risk on Sam Bradford myself, the injury prone, but I think he's got the ability to absolutely be a great quarterback if he stays healthy in a good system.
Myk Aussie has faith in Mark Sanchez. I did a Twitter poll question. I asked people last night right after who'll be the starting quarterback in Week 1 for the Denver Broncos when they host the Carolina Panthers. We had nearly 300 respondents, and like 55% of the people think that Mark Sanchez will win the starting job coming out of camp. But let's talk about Melbourne and St. Kilda. We got Melbourne laying 2.5. I see, Myk, 91% of the betting market have taken Melbourne. Nobody believes in the Saints tonight. Who do you like?
Well, I like Melbourne. Yeah, I do like the Demons. They had a good win last week. They upset the Tigers. They're improving. Saints are one of the bottom teams as well, but they've shown some improvement as well. I like the Demons. They're on a bit of a roll, so take them and take them on the spread as well.
Yeah, they're only laying 2.5. I'll probably money line this, but I like the Demons. Interesting. Hey, Demons versus Saints, Myk.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
A classic here. I hate to say I'm on the Demon side, but it's so evil, this one. Hey, like, let's go Saints. No, let's go Demons. Go Demons. All right, but yeah, we're taking the Demons. Adelaide. So we got your team here. We got the Crows taking on the Dockers. Crows-Dockers. Problem with this one, Myk, big spread, man. 45.5 points. What's going to happen here?
Well, that's a toss-up. Take the Crows on like a trifecta for the win if you can somehow. Dockers, who were fantastic last year, finished minor premiers. They haven't even won a game, mate. They've got some big injuries. So major injury problems in Adelaide. Adelaide should win well, and I think they might just cover, but I'd probably stay away from that one on the under-over, mate.
Yeah, we're probably going to stick away. The total's 188.5 in that one. It's a tough number. This is like a football game. This is like Alabama laying 35 or something. They're going to win, but they're going to cover. It's one of those type of deals. All right, we got another one here. Gold Coast and the Geelong Cats. We got a bigger spread here. Geelong 48.5-point favorites against Gold Coast. You know, this number, that's a hell of a lot of points, Myk. I know Gold Coast suck, but that's a lot of points.
Yeah, the Gold Coast, they started the year well, and they've been a bit down the last couple of weeks, but Cats to win again. Take the Cats and the Crows on a parlay and add a third team in if you can. I think the Cats will win, but no, I'd probably go the plus. I don't think they'll cover, but they could. So that's a bit of a dicey one as well. But if you're a real gambler, take the Suns to cover, but the Cats to win.
All right, listen, we've only got about 30 seconds, so you got to be quick on this one. But we got Richmond minus 19.5 against Port Adelaide. Man, the Power just keep on getting pummeled. They lost by 86. We talked about it last week. Their coaching staff freaked out, started threatening people, and they followed that up with a 48-point loss. So I guess they're getting better. They sort of cut it in half. Now they're getting 19.5. What do you make of this one? Because, you know, the Tigers aren't great either. So you want to lay 19.5? You know, a lot of tipsters that I see, Myk, they think this is the week the Power might get it done. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to change my mind right now because the spread was 5.5 for the Tigers. Now, the reason it's gone up, Power have lost two of their great on-ballers, Gray and Wingard. So that's the reason why the spread's gone up for the Tigers. Yeah, take a bit of a gamble on the power to cover. Tigers probably to win, but power to cover. It's in Melbourne, so Tigers have the advantage there, mate.
It's tough, though. They lost by 86 and 48. I don't care what league you're in. You don't have to know anything about a league to know. That's not good. All right, we got to get out of here. Check out Myk on Twitter. He'll be posting pics, the pics that we didn't get to, over at MykAussie.com. And Myk Aussie on Twitter. Thanks, Myk.
All right, good luck this week. See you later, boys.
That's right. We should mention Nate Fife out. I know our boy Drew's freaking out. Nate Fife's out this week. He doesn't know what he's going to do. Nate Fife is out. All right, we're going to come back with our plays of the day.